Good evening, afternoon, YouTube. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. Today, I want to share with you guys another Invicta watch for the 25 days of Invicta. And this one here is a watch that of a style that I used to own, and then I ended up selling it just because it was a watch that as much as I appreciate it, as much as I love it, it wasn't getting a lot of wrist time, and I wasn't wearing as much as I thought I was going to wear it. And I think it's because I kind of gravitated more towards gold, and I kind of got away from the stainless, and then I come back. I kind of regret getting rid of it because I let it go for just a great value. And this watch here is a great value. So if you're looking to pick up this watch in your collection, I'd advise you do it. This is a little bit different. This is definitely a watch that doesn't really speak to my style so much as far as the finishing, but it will speak to a lot of guys. And this one here is Invicta's Coalition Forces. Just a tank of a watch done in their hydroplating. What they've done is done this gray and black, kind of more of like a cartoonish skull pattern. So if you're a guy who's like, I don't know, tatted up and loves skulls, I can see like an MMA dude wearing this, a bodybuilder. It's a pretty cool watch if you're into skulls. And now, me myself, I do like skulls. This would have been great in my younger days. This is more of a youthful watch. And I'm not going to tell you guys my age, but you know, in my younger days when I was into the, I don't know if you guys, if you're motorcycle guys, I sold mine a couple years ago. I regret doing it, but actually, I had mixed emotions about it. I have a video on here. Go check it out. My Kawasaki 636 titanium matte finish. Hang on, we're going to put the watch aside for a second. Titanium matte finish, laser triple pipe exhaust. Looked like an MV Agusta from the back. Man, HID kit. Custom plate bracket. I mean, check out that video. I wish I had more videos of it, and it just sucks. I ended up, you know, it sat in the garage. I bought it new in we're gonna keep talking about this. I bought it new in 05. I only put 2,500 miles on it. I just never rode it. It was a brand new bike, and it went to somebody who's really gonna appreciate it more than I could, and actually use it, you know. And at some point, I'm gonna kill myself on that thing. So it made my family really happy to get rid of it, but I don't know. Whenever I see somebody on one, I'm like, why'd I do that? But it is what it is. But anyway, so my point in bringing it up was I was into the Icon jackets, and I was quite a bit younger then. I was into, like, me and my buddies how all had the Icon gear, and which a lot of skulls and, you know, that kind of tribal kind of stuff. You know, it was just it was very popular in its day. I know people still rock that stuff. I still got my skull jacket, my Icon. It was super expensive. I can't bring myself to getting rid of it. And I think if I ever got another motorcycle, it's kind of useful. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably just go black leather. But for a guy who's into that, a younger, youthful guy, and I'm pretty youthful. I don't mean that as an insult to myself, but you know, the skull thing, I generally wouldn't wear anymore. You know, but this is cool for certain folks. But they do make this particular model in many different executions and color combinations. So one thing I want to point out, this might look familiar to some of you. And if you guys have heard of a company called Swole Watches, it's a company I'm not really fond of. Again, I have not had hands on their product, but I will tell you that in my heart, and again, I tried to get a sample from them, and I tried to contact them a few times. Swole Watches, and this is a fact, Swole Watches copied this design. It's very blatant. It almost looks exactly like this, to the function pushers, to the design of the bezel, which I guess is a little bit different. The main thing is the case. These gigantic, huge lugs which hold the band on. Very easy to change the band if you ever want to change the band to something else, if it's specific for this watch, of course. And you know, this Swole Watches copied this design. And if you go to their website and check out Swole Watches, check out my video I did on Swole Watches, where I talk about basically how Swole Watches, in my opinion, took the cheap eBay infantry watch, which I paid $15 for. I did a review on that as well. Just go to my channel, search infantry watch. Compare that to the Swole. And what Swole has done is taken those cheap $15 watches. Again, this is just my opinion. If you have a Swole watch and you love it, and I've heard some of you do, great. But I'll tell you right now, there's no way a Swole watch has the quality of this watch for the same price. Swole watches are upwards of like $200, $250, and you get this watch, genuine Invicta watch. Maybe this might not be your color combination, maybe it is, but you can get this watch for like $250 all day long. And I'm telling you guys, the only difference with that Swole watch, if you compare it like side by side, if you compare the Swole to this, you're going to see differences, okay? This has got the quality. The Swole watch is basically using that inexpensive watch you'll find on eBay by Infantry, and they've upgraded it with a Swiss-made movement, which is a $5 Ronda, I believe it is, or Miota. It might be a Miota. I know they told me two different things when I emailed them through Facebook or Facebook messaged them, but and of course they claim they've added sapphire glass. Doesn't warrant taking a $15 watch up to that price. If I just compare my Infantry watch, which shares more similarities to the Swole watch than this, and I compare my Infantry to this, the quality is night and day. This quality of the Invicta watch is exceptional. The Infantry watch, not so much, but it's only 15 bucks. But I'm telling you guys, the face on that watch, I mean, the anti-digital that they use in that watch, I swear, I could be wrong, but pretty sure it's an Infantry watch, just kind of tuned up a little bit. So let's get to this watch. My point is, if you're in the market for buying a Swole watch and you're even thinking about it, don't. Buy this instead. Find this one in the color combination you like, buy this, you'll be a lot happier. If you don't believe me, buy both. Tell me which one you guys think has higher quality and keep the one you want, and then tell me I'm wrong. And I'll say, okay, fine. But anyway, so awesome looking watch, very, very military-like with these huge lugs. It almost looks like a tank to me. I don't know, this is what I kind of picture when I look at it. Crown protector is nice and tight on this. Basically protects that crown. I'm not going to pop it off here because it's really on there pretty tight. So you're going to have to really get on that with something to pop that off. Nice knurled lugs, or we'd call these band screws, right at the top of the lugs there. Very easy to change the band if you want to. You have to pop a screwdriver in there. You're not going to do it by hand because you want this on tight enough where the band's not going to fall off. Classic Invicta double deployment clasp, or not double deployment, but you know what I mean. You have your safety clasp, just folding, locking clasp with the safety. Done with that interesting skull printed hydro plating, I think it's called. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. We're getting a pop-up here on my McAfee. Yeah, so anyway, they call it Invicta Coalition Forces Hydroplated Graffiti Series. The graffiti is naturally, again, skulls. It's more of like a matte finish as well. Now, I've never owned a hydroplated watch before. I'll be honest with you, I can't tell you how they're going to hold up. I can only tell you guys about what I've had. I've had great luck with all the Invicta plating, and I'm sure this is no exception to that. So pretty cool looking watch if you're into this, but if you're not, definitely check out the Coalition Forces. It's definitely a watch to be reckoned with. A little bit more about this particular watch. Looking at the movement on this one here is a Swiss Ronda Z60. They call it the Z60FE quartz movement here. And what's interesting about this one here is that this one does not actually say Swiss made, even though I just said that Swiss made. So I think this one is a different Z. Usually the Z60 is Swiss made, but I've never seen one say Z60FE. So it might be an inexpensive Ronda. They might have two different versions, a Swiss made version and a Thai version, which appears to have this particular version. So nonetheless, still a great watch. Any movement you get by Ronda is, I mean, you're going to be happy with it. Unidirectional rotating bezel, dowel materials alloy, mineral crystals, not the flame fusion. Again, 52 millimeters in case diameter. That's this way, not including crown and function pushers. It's really long in this orientation, I should say. Sorry guys, I'm having a really hard time putting this together today. All right, so you're looking at almost 65 millimeters lug to lug, and 17 millimeters in case thickness. So still a pretty thick watch. And 330 feet of water resistance, and what else? 13 ounces in weight. And now this listing says flame fusion. So I butchered the video. I don't care. I'm running out of time. I got to put this up. So there it is, guys. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like on the wrist. This watch can be had for $224.99 directly through Bulldog's listing on eBay. The link is in the description. So here's what it looks like on a 7-inch wrist. I'm about 5'7.5", I weigh about 179 pounds. This watch is unsized because, again, this is on loan, but this will give you an idea what it looks like on a guy my size, my height, and my weight. It's funny how sometimes I'll be like, you know, I don't really know if I feel this collar or whatever, but every time I throw it on the wrist, I'm just like, shit, that does look good, you know? I don't know. And I'm not just telling you guys that. Like, seriously, like when I look at it right here, I'm like, wow, you know, I like the way this one looks now more than the one I had. And the one I had was all stainless and with the yellow gold face. But this one here, the contrast between the giant lugs in this thing and then your function pushers and face and that bright brushed silver against that hydroplating. It just has a different look. It just looks absolutely cool. Again, this is the problem with these watches. Is like you know, I look at them like, oh, that one, no, I wouldn't wear that one. And then I get it on the wrist, and I'm like, shit, this thing does not look bad at all. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I mean, the nice thing about all these different watches, whether it be Invicta or Aragon or Watchstar, it doesn't matter what watch you like more than another. There's something for everyone. I mean, there's so many cool watches out there, and whether you're a Rolex guy or you're an Invicta guy or a Sterling guy, it's just nice that there's so many different options, and it's really just a great accessory. You know, I mean, I dress pretty simple. I wear Rock Revival jeans, a t-shirt, you know, sometimes a dress shirt, my boots, and a leather jacket, and that's what I wear. That's kind of how I feel most comfortable. It's what I think looks best on me, and you know, I absolutely love that with just a big, huge, bold watch on my wrist. And it's my style, it's my look, and I just feel great when I'm rocking one of these watches. They really are awesome. Gosh, I can't believe I saved this one more towards the end of the reviews because I'm like, God, I got 25 Invictas. I got to review all these. You know, I'll just review the ones I like the most first. This one, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, what more can I say? I like it. Who would have thought? All right, guys. Well, if you want to make a purchase, do it through my links in the description. Check out the close-up pictures of this watch at that link in the description to Bulldog Enterprises eBay store. I'm sorry that I butchered these several videos, but I got so much on my plate these last couple of days with work and shopping for Christmas. And anyway, guys, I put it up. Hopefully the next ones will be better, but I'm not going to apologize for sharing dope-ass watches with you guys however it comes across. So, all right, guys, check it out. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great evening. Merry Christmas, and take care.